This vehicle is the Centurion 5/1. This is a British Tier 8 medium tank. It's a premium tank and it is available on the Advent calendar for December 21st. Don't forget to click on the button for your daily mission. I already clicked on it. The gold price is around 6,800, which offhand I'm thinking is around $30 in real cash. I have played similar vehicles to this. We're going to get to it. It's an average tank, but it's a good average tank. It's not a bad average tank in terms of medium tanks. You get a regular crew garage slot, the 5 times victory tokens. So we're going to look at how this compares to some of the other vehicles. And I'm going to compare it with the FV4202, the Centurion 1, and the Carnarvon. I own the FV4202. I've played the Centurion and the Carnarvon. The penetration is about the same, 226. And with the gold rounds, I believe it's 256. So penetration is just average. Gold round penetration is kind of average. There's vehicles that definitely do a lot more penetration. In terms of armor, the turret is 254 and the lower plate is 121. It's not amazing. It's not super strong, but it's definitely not weak. So it's average, but it's more on the upper side of average. For example, the regular Centurion has weaker hull armor, as does the FV 4202. So this one, your hull armor, your armor is pretty good. And we're going to look at the top speed. Comes in at 50, which is the same for the FV 4202 and the Centurion. With these types of vehicles, the medium tanks, they usually have a long reload, the British mediums. And in this case, it only does 230 damage. As you can see, the heavy tank, the British heavy tank, has a faster reload. It's just something that is common on British tanks. The average damage is relatively low. It's 230. So I'm going to say it's just kind of an average tank. I do kind of like playing it. If you like to play more heavy tanks, then you're probably going to like this. If you think you're going to fight with heavy tanks, you might like this. It's not something that's more like a fast, spiffy medium tank. I played the FV4202 a lot. When it first came out, I really enjoyed it. However, there are better tanks. We're going to look at some of the other tanks that you could get in this game. We're going to look at medium tanks, Tier 8. So for Tier 8, you've got the 274A. This is totally worth it. Everything about it is a little bit above average, except for the mobility is a little sluggish. This is good for sniping. I love the autoloaders like the Bourrasque and the Lorraine. This vehicle is just kind of an average tank, the CS52 LIS. The Progetto is definitely up there. If you're looking for a medium tank, the Progetto, you definitely want to consider this first. The Super Pershing, this is a pretty cool tank to play. I would say if you had to choose between this and the Centurion, maybe I would go with the Super Pershing. It's really well armored. And this is, I like playing this tank. I would say that if you're looking for a medium tank, Tier 8, go with the Progetto. This is one of the most popular tanks in Frontline. Definitely the Lorraine 40T. I know that there's some people that don't like the Bourrasque. I happen to like the Bourrasque. It's a pretty cool tank. And even the Object 274A, I definitely think I would rather play this than the Centurion. Now, keep in mind, there are some vehicles that I don't have because I may have sold some of them. When it comes to medium tanks, you always want to check out the Russians. I had the T-54 Mod 1. I believe I sold it. And then you got the STG. I think that if you're looking for a UK tank to train crew, yeah, go for it. But if you want a better all-around tank, go with the Progetto. If you have any questions or comments, please post below.